No intention of evacuating Jewish settlements in the occupied West Bank as part of a peace agreement with the Palestinians. This was clearly declared by Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who told his liquid members of Knesset that he refuses evacuating settlements, citing Beit El settlement in Ramallah and Hebron settlements as examples of places outside the major settlement blocks. Because, in his point of view, they are important to the Jewish people. The Palestinian leadership slammed these statements that must be seriously considered.
We have to stand up strongly and say the whole colonies is not acceptable. Either the 20,000 or any single unit to be built is not acceptable. And we have to start discussing the whole issue of the colonization. So what they are doing by this is like trying to put forward as if what has happened is already legal and acceptable, and this is 20,000 is not acceptable, so it's okay.
Such statements represent a clear challenge to U.S. brokered peace efforts, and as a matter of fact, Netanyahu stressed that he hasn't discussed evacuating settlements during the talks with U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, where observers believe that Netanyahu is deceiving the American administrations. On one hand, he agreed to be engaged in peace talks, but on the other hand, all what he carries out foil these negotiations.
Netanyahu and this Israeli government is anti-peace, is anti-recognition of the existence of the Palestinians as a people, let alone their rights in their own country. And this must be a strong message to Mr. Kerry. Ambiguity is no more can work. Mr. Kerry has to be clear, has to be candid, in order to force the Israelis, who are the partners in these negotiations, to abide by international law, to abide by the United Nations resolutions.
At the end of the day, the success of peace negotiations that end on April related to more seriousness by the Israeli government. Negotiations on Palestinian statehood started in last July, with a 9-month target set for a permanent peace agreement, although many Palestinians and Israelis are wondering if such deal could be achieved to end the generations-old conflict. From Ramallah City, Duha Ayad.